Hi, I'm Engineer Hoist. This is my review of the Transformers Combiner Wars Long Haul. And here we are. We've reached the end. Last but not least, Long Haul. He's by far the most important member of the Constructicons, seeing as how he forms the most important part of Devastator, the entire torso. He keeps everybody together, and yes, that other part is that you're probably thinking of is part of the torso. But yes, he is definitely very important, and he's a monster dump truck. And it's very fitting that he's the largest of the Constructicons, because in real life, these dump trucks are actually very, very huge. So, and his figure here is no exception. He's much larger than any of the other figures. While the other ones are Voyager scale, he's practically leader scale. He's much heavier, much bulkier, and just generally all around huge. So here he is. We've got some great grill work here. Nice prominent Decepticon symbol. He's got the cab up here with some smokestacks, although the smokestack's not doing very well, covered up by his grill there. I bet you he stalls out quite a bit with that arrangement. And the dump bed doesn't work. Like it doesn't open up and dump, and that would have been nice to see. But it's got the look. It works well, and he can actually carry all of the combiner bits for Devastator. So let's show how that works. If you're very careful, you get them all, and you just kind of pile them in the back. And see, well, he carries them all very well. But no, seriously, they are made to. That was probably really loud on camera. But no, he does actually have little holes here in various different places where you can store all of these things. So first we can take these little cannon bits and flip out the pegs, and they peg into the back there, and they are offset a little bit, so kind of pick that side. And if we had just that on there, you could see he's basically armed up for battle. He's got all loaded up with missile launchers. So we take these other side wings there, and he's got a place where you can slide in, right here. Actually slides into a couple of tabs there. It's a little tricky to get them in there with these other pieces on there, but they do go in very carefully. And let's see, the front part of the gun actually plugs into this hole here, and then the back part, the handle actually kind of goes onto this part here. That goes there. This goes, I should have done this one first. There we go. And last but not least, the center part of the chest actually plugs into this hole right on the front. And now he's all loaded up properly, not just dumped in like I did. Yeah, so he's made to haul. His name's Long Haul, and over on his Facebook page, he famously laments that he's born to fight, but he's stuck hauling everyone's junk. And boy, that is certainly demonstrated here. By the way, if you haven't checked out Long Haul's Facebook page, you need to go check it out. You got a link down in the description. It's a great page. A lot of Transformers and other stuff. It's a blast. You'll love it. So we'll go ahead and get these out and do some comparisons. We'll be seeing these parts again in the next video. Boy, this piece just doesn't want to come out. There it goes. Alright, so just to show his size, like I said, he's very much leader size. So let's go ahead and bring in Leader Megatron from Combiner Wars, so you can see how they scale up. Megatron does seem to be a little bit bigger. but he's certainly not as tall. So, but mass-wise, long haul is actually quite a bit heavier. Then we can bring in our comparison vehicle, Dead End. No contest. He's dwarfed. He looks like a Legion size figure compared to Long Haul over here. And likewise, the Make Toys version of Long Haul is much smaller. He could actually be hauled in Long Haul's bed with room to spare. Otherwise, they do share very much a similar design. So now let's go ahead and get him transformed. He's actually got a pretty simple transformation. First thing we want to do is go ahead and kind of lift up the bed, and we untab the front here, and that just kind of lets it come up like that. And stand him up. Oops, didn't mean to zoom. There we go. Take off his arms, bring them up just a little bit, and bring his front grill forward, and it kind of tabs into the slot here. And bring the arms all the way up, and there's a little tab on the side here that the arm post will sort of lock into. There you go. We'll flip around his waist and break out his feet. Fold down the bed, and it does sort of tab into a slot right there to make it secure. And bring up his head, and there is Long Haul. I can't even see him from down here. There he is. Look at that big monster. And so, like Scrapper, the elbows don't really bend the way that you like to, but they do bend. He's got the sideways elbow action, which I don't know if you've seen one of the videos out there. It's actually quite humorous. I'll throw a link to that in the description too. It's great. You'll love it. So yeah, there's Long Haul. His arms do rotate here, and his legs, very heavy ratchets, which makes sense when you think about it. These are also the top parts of Devastator's legs. He does have his own knee joints here, which rotate pretty good. But he does have these huge knee pads here, and so there is an alternate transformation for the legs, which I saw on Long Haul's page, which he did. And if anybody's an authority on how Long Haul can transform, it's Long Haul himself. So you just sort of fold the legs back and use these, what were knee pads, as his feet, and there you go. You stand him up, get him balanced, and it actually gives him a little bit of extra height, and actually looks pretty darn good, honestly. So good call, Long Haul, on figuring out your own alternate transformation. So there he is, and let's go ahead and get him some comparisons in robot mode. Okay, so first we'll go ahead and bring back in Leader Class Megatron, and you can see he is much taller, even with the extra height afforded by the Long Haul's unofficial leg mode. And but again, Long Haul is definitely heavier and a much bulkier figure. So there's that. Let's go ahead and bring in the Make Toys midget by comparison. And yeah, he's kind of a mess. Doesn't really look as much like Long Haul as you'd expect. Especially the wheels on the side there do really just kind of throw it all apart, and his chest is backwards. But anyway, so there's that. And finally, bring in little miniature Wild Rider here. The Combiner Wars Deluxe for comparison. So yeah, Long Haul is a big dude, somebody you don't want to mess with, but it's okay. He's a lovable guy, and so we'll go ahead and end the review there. Check back tomorrow, because we will be taking a look at the entire team as they merge into Devastator. So like this video and stick around, subscribe to the channel so you can make sure to see that Devastator video as soon as I get it up, and for many, many more videos. I'm Engineer Hoist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.